So the UK Prime Minister is currently visiting Beijing, and as an English person who's been quite active in Chinese social media, I just wanted to share a few of my thoughts and ideas about this. This is the first time in 8 years that a British leader has visited China. The last visit was in 2018 when Theresa May was Prime Minister, so it's been a long gap. So that alone makes this trip significant. And we've also heard that China is planning to build a new embassy in London, and to me this is a positive signal that both sides are trying to clear the way for a more productive and constructive relationship, and things are going a bit better. But I think that relationship needs to improve further. I know some people in China feel frustrated with the UK, especially when communication hasn't always been clear or consistent. If we look back to what many people describe as the golden era between our two countries during when David Cameron was Prime Minister, it's quite different. At that time, there were over 40 billion in trade and investment deals agreed. China invested in a nuclear power station in the UK. London was going to become a hub for renminbi trading overseas, and sovereign bonds were even issued in London in Chinese currency. The UK was also the first major country to join the Asia Infrastructure Investment Bank, and there were plans for big infrastructure investment in the north of England by China. However, even at that time, there were voices in the UK. Every time the relationship seems to be improving, there's always people who get in the way, that they try to mess up this relationship and the good progress that's made. Some people were uncomfortable with cooperation in just on economic terms, but we should be able to trade. We should be able to be partners. And get on, even though we have our differences. And there's always these petty voices in the UK that just mess things up. I know, obviously, the world has changed a great deal from 2015, and things have become more complicated, but I really hope that this visit isn't just noise. I really hope that it marks a shift and it helps reset our relationship in a more practical and realistic way. Even though our two countries have big differences, I think there's still a lot that we can do together. And one of the challenges is that always people are trying to improve these relations, and in the UK there's voices that are pushing things back. This can make progress very slow and difficult, but progress is still possible. The Prime Minister has said this visit should bring benefits to the UK. I hope this means more trade, more concrete agreements, and real outcomes, not just nice words. Ideally, it should also help more people in the UK become interested in China, and help people in China see the UK as a more welcoming, more friendly place that you guys want to visit. These are my hopes. And there are some signs of progress already, and I'll be following the news around this visit very closely. Like many of you, I'm hoping for the best. Hope we can improve things in the near future.